is Trash Can Annie Vintage Clothing, and this is Between Two Bridges.
Today we are visiting with some of our long-standing and most, I would consider like cornerstone businesses in downtown, and I think Trash Can Annie's Vintage Clothing is, right toward the top of that list of iconic businesses of downtown.
I did start shopping in this store when I was 14 years old. It started in 1978 by Candace Bellamy, and she named Trash Can Annie because when she started, she was feeling the pressure of people throwing things out, not just throwing it out, but then people would put them in actually burn bins and burn them, because it wasn't like we think today, where it's fun to be able to get someone else's vintage clothing, where in the past it was just not done because it wasn't the kind of thing people did.
What got you inspired to be a part of vintage clothing, particularly in the time that you did?
Well, I think part of it, let's start out, I started wearing vintage when I was 10. And I wasn't the typical 10-year-old, of course. Lots of things about me were not typical as a 10-year-old. But that's because of my parents' personalities and all the things that we did. My mom dressed us as a family, and we were all cohesively dressed. So if we all were dressed in monochrome colors, that's how we looked for the day. And my mother, long before there were personal shoppers, a notable person in our town asked her if he could pay her to shop for him. And she said, I'm sorry, pay me to shop? Absolutely. And so my mom would take me shopping with her. She taught me the valuable lesson that if I enjoy my time with her, she can teach me things. And lo and behold, she showed me things like looking at the inside of a garment and understanding by the way that it was made, it was a quality piece, and to put money into that rather than buy something for $1 and it not being made well. As you mentioned, the sport coat you're wearing today is a piece from Trash Can Annie.
And gotten a lot of good use out of this
exactly,
one.
But it in itself, it shows you that from my perspective, when I shop, I think for my clients, but I also think at the bigger picture because of the fact that I buy for designers and I buy for films and I buy for theater, because I don't know who's going to have what production, but I do know that as best I can, I want to have as many decades as I possibly can in the best condition that they can be in. Favorites, they change. Like I was saying, the piece that I have on today is from 1932. It's pretty cool because it happens to have an A on it. We could say it's for Annie. I think about why the piece was made and how it was made.
I think a lot of people might be surprised to learn that you have bought for movies and for theatrical plays. And tell me a little bit about some of your favorite experiences buying for that field.
The first film we worked on was Titanic.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yes,
I forgot about that.
That one.
That one. Yeah, no big deal.
The James Cameron guy.
Yeah.
But that was very exciting for me because the person who was the costumer had shopped at Trash Can Annie and knew the kind of inventory that we had, and that's exactly why she contacted us. I work with lots of designers, have for going on 18 years now. And it's very interesting to be able to see one of the pieces that I've sold to them then that has been reproduced and I see people wearing. I know that that's that jacket.
Yeah, that's so cool. Tell me just a little bit about how you've seen the neighborhood change and what you're looking forward to in the future.
This block was not this block 5 years ago. To have Ragged Records and Trash Can Annie in the same location brings in musicians, actors and actresses, filmmakers. It is a comfort space for so many people, not just our local community, but it's also great when we're out or when people send us pictures, say from Seattle, where someone has one of our stickers on a water bottle. The block really has become amazing with what they've done with the Last Picture House. So thankful that they believed in our town and decided that they were going to invest in not just their building and their dream, but then it becomes an investment to the entire town because we send people to them and they send people to us. And I feel like we're anchors for each other that way. And we also have kind of the same dream with the sort of things that we do because we are all small businesses.
Yeah.
And it's wonderful to be able to be a community and know that you kind of go through the cycles of things that are amazing and things that may not be so amazing, but as a community, to be able to become part of the downtown, because we always like to include what we've done with our downtown, because, and I say this again, Kyle, you are a person that's amazing, because what happened with the flood, we couldn't have gotten where we got without you.
Well, you guys had the spirit to fight through it, and there's nothing I could have done that without you guys just battening down the hatches and being willing to fight through that. I mean,
we did power through it, but having friends like you in our corner was amazing. And things that others didn't even look our way, you came in with rubber boots and helped.
Well,
so
we do it again.
That's why we're community, Kyle.
I love you too.
I love you.
I can't imagine a version of downtown without you.